Panthers-Eagles. Eagles favored by 4.5. Over under 45.5. The Eagles have some injuries on their offensive line. Sounds like they're still going to play, though. Jason Peters and Lane Johnson, they're both going to play. Johnson has a high ankle sprain. Peters hurt his bicep last week. They were hoping both of them will play. This unit has struggled. I mean, last week they played the Giants, who were terrible, but this unit has struggled. Last week, I will say, Wentz looked pretty good. Wentz looked like, for the first time last week, that's the guy that I remember from last year, that he's ready to play well. The Panthers here, they threw away that game to the Redskins. I mean, they had a chance to win late. They were on a 15-yard line, and then they made some horrible play calls. But they fumbled twice in Redskins in their own territory early, and they kind of never were able to dig out of the hole. They were down 17-0. It's kind of the Panthers are a couple of plays away from being 4-1, but they're also a 63-yard field goal away from being 2-3. So I'm not quite sure how good they are. I think the Eagles are starting to perk up a little bit, and even with the 4.5, I think I'm going to lean Eagles.
I went with Eagles straight up, but I took the Panthers at 4.5. Both these teams are sort of similar, where you're like, you see like they could be good, and they haven't quite put it all together yet. I'm not sure that I'm buying the idea that the Eagles – they played the Giants last week, obviously, and the Giants are terrible. So they lost 2 games before that. They actually, before they beat the Giants, they had lost 3 or 4. So I'm not sure I'm buying that the Eagles are all of a sudden turning it around yet. Well, I mean, we'll see this week and kind of get a better idea. This is a hard game to pick for me because I'm not – I think, like I said, I think both these teams can be pretty good. It's just they haven't quite put it together yet. After I made these picks, I kind of had a hard time justifying why I picked the Panthers to go 4.5. And then I was reading Cat Scratch Reader, one of the team sites. Yeah, for the and I saw that Philadelphia has allowed 7 plays of at least 45 yards, tied with the Raiders for the most in the NFL. And it's kind of a weird stat, but Cam Newton is a guy, obviously, who can make explosive plays, as is Christian McCaffrey. I think that Carolina has the ability to kind of do some to have some explosive plays, and the Eagles certainly can give them up. That may be a little bit of the difference here. Again, I think the Eagles are going to win, but I think it's going to be close.
Okay. I mean, this is a tough game for me. And you know what? Because it's a tough game for me to pick, I probably shouldn't lay the 4.5, but I'm going to anyway. So I don't know. This is a game I've said on other Thursdays. There are a game or two here and there where I could change my mind. This is one of them. So,
it's a tough game.
Yeah, Sunday morning I might be telling you I switched to the Panthers with the spread anyway.